Okay, good morning. I think we have about say 17 people in the house now. 17 traders that are ready to work with me today. And of course, you can see that I'm also showing my face. So for uh, all of us that are here and the ones that will join us, I'm wishing all of us a very beautiful week ahead. And that's profitable week, I mean, type of trading. When I say beautiful, I mean profitable type of trading, as well as to also, greet us, happy holiday, and to also greet us, not just holiday, those are mostly faithfuls among us. Happy, uh, what do you call it now? So Muslims in the house, what do you call this holiday? Is it Eid Mubarak? Barak? I don't know how to really call all those things, but of course, wish all of us, happy holiday. So on that note, I'm welcoming us to today's event. I'll be anchoring. I normally anchor Mondays, and today I happen to, maybe because of the season or whatever, I happen to also be in the office. So, the 100% cost, without any interference from home, right? And of course, I can deliver, on the promise of this teaching, which is all about, analyzing the market and looking at what we can do together, the market to make money. So I'm seeing people, seeing, for example, Babs or Lauren Temi, right? That's a name that I'm seeing that's from this class. Of course, the name from top, Chichuku, MC Taiwo, okay? And let me see more name. Ayo Felix, Soji, Pamoroti, doing Enudi, right? Is it Enudi or Austin, Austin Enudi? No, no. Uzue, good name, right? Shinola, Otegbayo, Tabugbo, Adeleye, Kike Fawemi. I see a lot of names doing Max Angeline, Adam, Ndab, not Adam, Ndab. Okay, so Villa, what is this? Villaon. I really don't know how to call that name. Oko, former David, Sarah. Try to call the names I can see. If I call your name, it means I'm trying to say hello to you, right? That I can see your presence here one day and so many other names. So good morning to all of us. And of course, I want to welcome us to today's event. So I'll be sharing my screen now, MT4, MT5, which one do you vote for? I have the two of them open. So I don't know which one to go for. But I can go to anyone, just open anyone. All right. So for example, if I open to MT5, this is my MT5 screen, we can look at whatever we want to look at here. Of course, you can see that the default page you're looking at is actually um, GBP JPY. Of course, I also have US30, which actually gap down. All right, not just US30. Let me see if I can just let me change this template to something like this, or even the white one. So this is GBP JPY, and of course it gap down. So I don't know. I think JPY kind of get some strengths over the weekend. So this could be a continuation of this trend to the downside. So UVJPY would actually go down this week, all right, for the rest of the week. But I think the one I'll be looking at most, the one that is actually scaring me, is gold, right? I don't have a trade on it right now. I don't have any open trade on gold, but I would have loved to trade it for a sell. Okay, because you see, nothing lasts forever in life. And I'm surprised that gold, I woke up this morning, I was looking at my chart and I saw gold above $3,100. I mean, it's surprise or surprising, right? So, Kalu, good morning. So, Kalu is the only person that actually greeted me back, like sent a direct message to say good morning. So, to all of us, good morning. So, like what I was saying on gold, it surprises me that gold hit 3,100 something dollars because it's actually tried on Friday to enter 3,100 before the market shut down. But surprisingly today, it's actually, way above that level. Let me see who is greeting me again. Prince Wiluko, good morning to you. Okay, so if you look at the H1, that's the 1 hour time frame. You see that if I do control Y, okay, so you see that the gold price on Friday closed at around 3087 thereabouts. Let's see, that's on Friday. It was around 3085, 3086 thereabouts. That's on Friday. That was the highest it reached. But this morning, gold jumped up to around 3090, and then with the one swift move on bullish engulfing, jumped to about 3095, and the next one, that's the next 2-3 hours, it actually crossed above 3,100, and it's still waxing strong. But there is one indicator I normally use to check if the elastic limit has been reached. Okay, on all time frames. So on all time frames, not just 1 hour, but also on monthly chart, gold has reached elastic limit. All right. So this is Bollinger Band, and what is showing now on this 1 hour chart is that gold has reached elastic limit on the band. So it's actually on the upper band, and of course it's breaking bands, remaining entangled with that upper band. I don't know why. Because even on the monthly chart, on the weekly chart, all of them are saying the same thing. So I was looking at it this morning. If you look at the daily chart, it's actually managing to, pin itself to the upper band. All right. And on the weekly chart, same thing, pinning itself to the upper band. And on the monthly chart, the same thing, pinning itself to the upper band. And on the 4 hour, same thing, pinning itself to the upper band. Even on the 1 hour, can you see? On the upper band. So the way I see it, if you are on gold, if you are on a buy, hallelujah, your matter will remind me of George Soros, okay, or that guru trader. Right? He said that you should be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy, extremely greedy when others are fearful, right? So that particular notation is actually applying to gold right now. So if you are on a buy, like let's say you have a trade running on gold and it's a buy trade, please remain greedy. You are good, all right? So leave your trade open, put stop loss back, trailing stop, and continue to follow gold to the wherever it is going, whether it's going to the moon. All right. So that means we are being greedy when we that are not on the trade, we are fearful, right? We are not, we are afraid to, personally, I'm afraid to enter gold, right? Because I don't want to enter buy now. The thing will go and turn around. Okay. I'm not the one controlling the chart. So I don't want to be on this. I don't want to be on the wrong side of the chart. All right. I want to see a clear, move to the downside. But there's something I'm looking at. All right. So while you are greedy and on a buy, that means the people that are on the trade already, let's look at the monthly chart. So on the monthly chart, if I zoom in a little bit, you see that this particular lower band, okay, because not just the upper band move, I'm also looking at the lower band. So on the lower band side, this lower band is no longer moving with the upper band. Okay, we need to be very careful. The lower band is beginning to give us a sign that this matter has really tired me, because at a point, the lower band was following. All right, you can see here, the lower band was actively following the chart. All right. And then there was a period of, there was a moment of, that's this moment of squeeze. Okay, around this period, the lower band was actually giving a signal that the price should drop. But unfortunately, the price, instead of dropping, the price begins to move up. So with this move that we are seeing now on this side, I can just, drag this one. So this move that you see, the lower band, if it was something that was going to be normal, the lower band was supposed to be following, all right? Supposed to be following, like turning itself and moving accordingly with the upper band. So the only thing that is moving with the upper band is the average. That's the middle band. So the lower band is beginning to, remain stagnant and, not really following. So there's a communication gap. The way I see it now, there's a communication gap between the upper band and the lower band. So the lower band is saying something different, the upper band is saying something different. So we need to be very careful. And this is speaking from the monthly chart. Now, today is the end of this month of March. Today is the end. So it means that tomorrow is a new month. It's a beginning, a new month. So I'm afraid if you are on a buy, you might want to close your trade at the end of today's trade. at the end of today's trade. You might want to close your trade and stay out, except you have a valid trailing stop that you can use to guide it such that even if it crashed down, it can close you at the trailing stop. Okay, so you might want to stay out if you are not trading already. Now let's go down to this analysis now. Let's open another chart entirely, and permit me to just go ahead and mute all. I want to be sure nobody is disturbing us. Right. So if you look at the weekly chart, I'm going to open another gold chart now, another chart of gold. Okay, let's go to precious metal and gold. So if you look at another chart of gold, I'm going to click on here, use this same Bollinger Band to analyze it. So if you look at another chart of gold and we go to W1, so you also see that on the weekly chart, even though the price is still, sticking to the upper band here, even the lower band is no longer falling. In fact, the lower band is seeing something different, that this price is supposed to drop. Okay, especially since we had this particular candlestick. I was actually hoping that it was going to drop, but unfortunately, gold has already shown craze, right? So I was looking at this particular chart, this particular candle. This candle is suggesting that the price was supposed to drop. That bearish candle is actually 100% suggesting that the price, because that's an evening star that was not obeyed, right? Evening star in the sense that it's bearish, and this one is bullish. This one is also bullish. So those three candles arrangement, so it's actually suggestive of an evening star arrangement, candlestick. Evening star candlestick arrangement. Let me hit this guy. Don't need it. Okay, that was an evening star arrangement, right? So evening star formed on the chart, but the price refused to go down, right? So that's on the weekly chart. But unfortunately, the price refused to do that. But since then, also the lower band has refused to follow. Now let's go to open another chart. Now you can see the weekly chart. Of course, you can also see the monthly chart. Okay, so side by side, monthly and weekly. Now let's go to a little bit of lower time frame, which is daily time frame. So if you look at the daily time frame also on this same indicator, all right, so now you can also see that on the daily time frame now, when the lower band got tired of waiting for the price to drop, it's now beginning to follow again. It's now beginning to turn itself, and as if it wants to follow the upper band, even though at a very weak state. So I want to believe that this price is going to get tired. Okay, it's going to get tired. So most likely tomorrow or this week, one of the days this week, the price is going to go bearish. Don't be surprised that when it's going to go bearish, it could just go like it's like an eagle that was trying to, or that is trying to catch a prey down, right? It could just go ferociously down. But if it doesn't do that, of course, we can expect that the price will continue to push for the upside. So let's just be careful trading gold. That's the summary of today's analysis. So now, if I see, now that I know that gold price can crash, except something different is happening in the market because it's actually driven by fundamental. Technically, it's supposed to crash. So what you can do is to go on your H1 and begin to look for opportunities. So right now, I'm seeing on the 1 hour chart, I'm seeing kind of like shadow, like more shadows on top of the candle. So it will just go down. And also on the 4 hours too, I'm beginning to see that. So I expect that the price will eventually, dip and go down. But otherwise, we continue to wait for that to happen. So I don't have a trade on gold, and I don't want to be on any trade on gold right now. If you're on gold on the buy, good. If you're on gold on the sell, you're on the wrong side. All right. So let's go to the comment section and see what people are saying. Soji Famoroti says he greets me. You are the senior master. So somebody says he's not seeing my slide. Why? Austin Enudi, why are you not seeing my slide? I'm not using slide, I'm using chat anyway. But you're supposed to be seeing my chat. So is there anybody here that is not seeing what I'm doing? Let me reroute the question. Is there somebody here that is seeing what I'm doing? If you are seeing what I'm doing, just type yes in the comment section. I mean, you are seeing what I'm doing, type yes in the comment section. Good. So now let's continue with our conversation. I've seen one person that says yes, so it means that every other person should be seeing what I'm doing, right? Oh, okay. So you said just finish up. So thank you very much, everybody. Now let's go to Euro USD very fast. Let's go ahead and analyze Euro USD. Okay, majors market Euro USD. Now, for the Euro USD, dollar has been, under pressure against basket of currencies, right? And of course, not excluding euro. But what I want to tell you is that the Euro USD price, if you escape this, whatever it is doing now, if you dare to move like it's moving now and move and close above this region, then you can say bye-bye to Euro USD coming down in a while. If you close above this upper, that's above this high end. Okay, let me now zoom in so that you can see it. So whatever Euro USD is doing now, if it moves close above this level, above this high, above this rectangle here, or if you close above 1.09620, thereabouts, then you can say bye-bye to Euro USD going down because it could just go up and continue to go up. So, but I'm hoping that Euro USD will remain what it is. Dollar is a very strong currency. Okay, leave whatever war or whatever is happening in the world is doing. Dollar is a very strong currency. Dollar is a very strong brand all over the world. All right, all over the world. Okay, I've been to some exchanges outside of Nigeria when I wanted to change naira to other currencies. The benchmark. I mean, physical. I'm talking physical now, not online, not trading. Like I'm in another country and I want to change. I went with dollar and I wanted to change the dollar to their currency in that country. I can assure you, dollar is a very strong brand. At least I've seen two countries that, does something like that. So dollar is a very strong currency. Note that physically. Now, spiritually too, which is what we are doing online, dollar is also a very strong brand. So I want you to be careful trading it, that's trading against it. So, and of course, Euro USD is 100% what it is. It will be fundamental, it will be technical. It's not like gold that is just moving haywire. Okay, Euro USD obey technicals. Okay, so if you give you suggestions that the price will go down, then the price may go down. All right. So, but what I want to tell you is that right now, dollar is under pressure, right? So if we now go to, say, breakout, we see that this one has already given us an upper hand for us to buy. I think I suggested that last. All right. So, and of course, what you can do is to wait for the second wave. The first wave is already, it's already over, right? We saw an opportunity to buy around here. So if I bought since I think Friday, you would have made some money, maybe about 30 pips, thereabouts. But now the price is dipping, and what I'm guessing is that the price will dip to this zone, right? Dip to this zone, most likely. Okay, so like the price will dip to this zone. So if it dip to inside of this box, you can look out for a bullish, kind of like a candle that suggests a buy. Then you can buy, because if it dip inside or in between these two lines, this moving average 2150, it could gather support. Of course, it will continue to just go to the upside. But if it dip inside and break this level, all right, it means that the price will just continue to drop, because dollar will, forever be what it is. So if it close below this level, that's below this arrow area, this arrow that I'm touching on the screen, you can now begin to look for a sell, right? So that's for Euro USD, right? So let's look at US30. Now US30 gap down, and of course the all stock indices in US, like all these US 100, US30, all of them have their own issues. Okay, but I think the one that has the major issue is the US30 and the US 100. Because I was looking at the US 100 also last week, and of course it still remains under pressure, right? So you want to be careful trading all those two. Let me go ahead and check. This is 3 then for US 100. So this one is also under pressure. But now the thing is this. These indices, except for now, you just look at the Bollinger Band to give us an idea of what we're saying here. So except for now that we've seen at least 1 month of bear. Okay, so if you look at the monthly charts, you see that at least I think we're on the second month of the bearish move. But this move will just be over very soon based on what we are seeing now, because you see that unlike the gold part, see that the lower band is still actively following the price, actively supporting the move, right? Unlike the gold that is actually deviating. So it's still on the same pattern with the upper band. So what I feel that this gold could do is that it could just drop to, sorry, this US 100 could do is that it could just drop to this line, right? And then begin to move to the upside. So that line you see there could just act as a buffer, like a support. This line you see there, just act as a support. Let me drag it up a little bit. So if the price gets here, we'll just begin to go back up. So so even if it's going to go down now, it may not go very far. Just meet this moving average and stop moving. So that moving average could be a support for this price. So let's watch out for this level. That's at the level of 188.39. Okay, so we could just see the price fall to that level and then begin to rise again. Let's watch it. So if you are selling US 100, good, but you should be careful of 188.39. 188.39. Careful of 188.39. To be the level where the price will get to, or region, and then the price will 188.39. 188.39 point. Let's just say points, maybe point 36. 36. So if the price falls to this level, let me drag it on US 100, then just begin to look out for a buy. All right. So same analysis with US 30. If the price also falls to, let's look at the monthly chart, and then give it kind of like a band shift to see what the price is doing. Okay, so this one too, this moving average is still actively following. So we want to see the price fall to this middle, that's the middle line, as the middle band. Then we can now begin to look out for an opportunity. So this one, it falls to around maybe 4,000 and 4,357. You can just be looking out for a buy. So that I advise for you to do. So let me look at the comment section and see if somebody wants me to look at something. So if you like me to look at something different from what I've looked at, I've already looked at gold. I've already looked at Euro USD. I've already looked at US 100. I've already looked at US 30. And I think I've looked at maybe JPY. But if you want me to look at something from your side, I can look at it. Okay, so I can also, while you are still bringing them in, let me look at Euro Pound. Now, Euro Pound has been very, very, it used to be one of my favorites, just at these days, because I've not been really, trading by that much. I've not been really trading Euro Pound, but it's a very, very good instrument, because Euro Pound, if you look at the monthly chart, see that the price is more of a range. Okay, so there's really big competition between Euro and Pound. Okay, they are very, very competitive. So it's not like something that you continue to trend and trend and trend without looking back. So because of that, you might want to consider it as one of your instruments to trade. Okay, I like trading it because you can see that the price is not really moving that far. Okay, this is the monthly chart. If you look at this move, okay, it's always up and down. So even if you place a buy, you make money. Even if you place a sell, you make money. So that's why I like Euro Pound. It's actually moving like much competition, not like a very strong range like that. That's the way I see it, right? That's the way you should see this monthly chart. If you look at the weekly chart too, W1, you see that they are almost the same. So if it goes up, for example, now, if you click on a buy, if you click on a buy around here, like around here at a point, click on a buy, and the price go down, it will eventually still come up and give you money. So even if you click on a buy now, it will still go up and give you money. Even if you click on a sell, it will go down and give money. So that's why I like Euro Pound. So, but based on what it is now, and because the price is ranging, a range market permits you to do a buy and a sell. So you can just go ahead and look at maybe 15 minutes time frame and look at opportunities. So now there's a breakout on this 15 minutes. You can actually go ahead and do maybe some sell. A self-execution will just give you some money. So maybe I can just personally do sell as if it will give me small money today, right? So this one, yeah, I can enter a sell direct. Apart from that, people also, I can also use this one, yeah. So this one also suggests a sell on 15 minutes. Apart from that, also, I can also look at this one, yeah, sell. This one suggesting Yeah, sell also. So that's how I'm going to sell on this one. Okay. This is 15 minutes time frame and also 1 hour also suggesting that. So that's how I'm going to sell on this one. And now that I'm on the sell on euro pound, I could just use let me go to this one and use stop loss. Just use stop loss around this high. The stop loss should be around this level. The stop loss should be from around 0.83697 and above. That's where your stop loss should be for this particular trade. Okay, so now let me go to the comment section and look at what people say I should look at. So a lot of you have suggested something. Somebody says D40, USDJPY, and US 2000, and wheat and oil. And a lot of talk say you need more explanation of gold. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but I think I spent quite some quality time analyzing gold. What I concluded was that if you are not trading gold already, like you are not on any trade, you should stay off. That's my conclusion on that one. So Babs Olorukemi raise hand. I don't know what you want to say, but you can just drop it in the comment section. I look at it. When it's time for questions, of course, I'll allow for you to speak. So Israel Abine says, based on what you said on euro pound, what you place a stop loss and hit it before it pick up again. How can you set a stop loss to avoid hitting it before rising again? What do you mean? How can you set a stop? I don't know how to answer that question. How can you set a stop loss to avoid it being hit? Now, wow. I say, as if it's a pastor. You remind me of Pastor Dumeji, that comedian pastor. Anytime you want to say hi, you say it in a very funny way. So I don't know how you can set stop loss without it being. There's no hide of, there's no fast route to setting stop loss. Stop loss can be hit. It's market, all right? So there's no, you don't need to be afraid of it being hit. If it hits, it hits. It doesn't hit, it move on, all right? So I don't know how to really set stop loss without being hit, but I know how to set stop loss properly, okay? To hide as much as possible away from the price, such that if the price now hit the stop loss, you are set it as a loss. It's natural, all right? So that's what I can give you on that one, Abine, right? So let me go to suggestion number 1, which will be D40. Based on what I know on that D40, because I also traded it once in a while, I'm going to go to, where is it now? I think it should be under here. D40, right? So based on what I know about this one, the price can, do whatever it wants to do, but the price is always on the upside. And of course, there's a very massive drop right now. So I'm dropping to a support area now, which means that if I go to, permit me to just go to this one. So on the monthly chart, this one, like gold, this one is actually beginning to print, on the monthly chart, beginning to print bearish. So if you close like this on the monthly chart, then it can continue to go down. Because this is an inverted hammer, right? So if you close full, like if it doesn't retrace today, if it does not retrace today, if it doesn't retrace at all, like it doesn't go up, and it close to the close part of the candle, if the body close, it's close to the close part of the candle, then you can expect that next month, which will be April, this price may actually fall like drastically. That's where I see it. So which means that if I go to say 1 hour time frame now, let me go to time frame and click on H1. So what I'm trying to say is that if this 1 hour time frame, it doesn't go up today, if this price doesn't move to the upside like this massively, and if eventually it closes lower, like if this price close like in this region today, it close very low, like around 22 176 or lower, then by April, go ahead and be opening sell, because the price can actually, spring surprise and go down. Now, let me go to here. Well, there's no trade now, except you want to trade reversal. And if you want to trade reversal, you need to be very careful. Okay, if you want to trade reversal, I mean in the sense that the price has been going down, you now believe that the price should go up. So I don't see any traces of that yet. Okay, I think I've not seen it. But we can check with, maybe we can check with MT4. I have an indicator there that can actually tell me if we are on a support. So if I come to, MT4 now, and go to indices D40. I have an indicator here that shows me support and resistance. So we are not yet at that level, obviously. So we still have room to go, right? So this price can still go down today. This price of D40 can still go down because it can still meet 22,300. That's where the support is. So if you ask me, what I will do is that I will go to this 22,300 and pick limit order. That's what I will do. I'll just wait. Good things come to those who wait. Right? Good things come to those who wait. So I'll just wait at that area. I'll not place a sell. I will not place a buy because I know the indices can spring surprises and go up. So I'll just wait for like a buy limit, buy order placed below the current price. It just bring some surprises and give me some money. That's the way I will do it. So what else do I want to tell you? I don't know. Any questions on this one? Somebody has a question, you can just ask me now. I'll look at it because I'll do justice to that. But if you don't have questions, we can just continue. If there's no question, continue. Any questions? Not seeing it. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next one here, which will be USD-JPY. USD-JPY down, and if I use the support and resistance also, it could just give me an idea of what the price is doing. Before let me check this one. Yeah, very massively dropping. So let's go to the support and resistance now. Check. Right, the price is at the support area, which means that the USD can just gain strength and do something. But I think the one I would prefer to trade with will be, this is a support I would prefer to trade with, 147.624. That support area I would like to trade. So if the price gets to that level, I'll place a buy. But if price doesn't get to that level, I will not place a buy. So I can just continue to just watch this one. So, but the only one I've traded today is Euro Pound. That's the only trade I've been able to see a clear sense of direction, a little bit clear direction for, and of course I've placed trade on. Okay. So let me go to here. Go to here. So let's continue our conversation. Any questions so far? Any questions, people? I'm waiting for your questions. Drop in the comment section. Of course, I'll look at it. So Euro card, put US 100, put US 100 on this indicator. Jonathan. Okay, let me see if I can help you. Maybe he's looking for a support. US 100. Where is it now? This one. Yeah, I can help you put it so that I can see it. US 100 on that indicator. This indicator. Wow, US 100 has broken support. So it broke support, but I think it's still playing around it on this one. So what we can do is to zoom in, and begin to look for candles that will support this buy. So let's continue to look out for candle that will support a buy around this region. If you see a bullish engulfing bar, for example, you can just place a buy. If you see a hammer with a very long tail, you can just place a buy on US 100. So Prince Wilco is saying, why did you choose 147.620? 147.62. The answer is simple, Prince Oko. If you look at the price, I would like to see kind of like a very strong support would be a support that is off like grid regions, like all these regions are grid regions. So the one below is a little bit off. They are support really, but I think I prefer this level or even the lower one, okay, or even this one. Those are strong support areas. So all these ones could be the first two could be a weak resistance. Sorry, weak support. Okay, so those other ones down could be a very strong support. That's why I'm preferring that one. There's nothing special about that one. It's just intuition. All right. So Eurocard. Let me look at Eurocard. Somebody asked me to look at Eurocard. Who is this person? Okay, Wisdom. Right. So let's go to Eurocard. Eurocard. Let's check here. I didn't see any Eurocard here. Let's check here. I did not see any Eurocard. Let's check here. I only see Euro yield. Okay, I think there's Eurocard. Okay, so for the Eurocard, the card is weak. Maybe it's because of all these tariff issues with US. So Eurocard is actually pushing to the upside. And then, well, I want to believe that it will continue to push to the upside. I want to believe so. Because if you look at the pattern below, we see kind of like an inverted head and shoulder, inverted one. So we see kind of like a break of the structure. That inverted head and shoulder. If I come here now and I pick arrow up, it's easy for us to just see that the price is just doing something like this. Those areas are the shoulders I'm talking about. If we use this or this, I think this is fine. So this is head and shoulder, right? Head and shoulder at this region. So the price has already broken the neck, which is this region. I put here. So I want to believe that this price is going to continue to push to the upside. Technically, Eurocard is supposed to be pushing to the upside. So if you want to join, still join now. You can still place a buy, or if you like, you can wait for the price to return and retest this region. Those are possibilities. So if you like, if you ask me, let's say I like to trade, I will just go ahead and do a standby, or I'll just do buy limit around this area. Okay, you see here. Of course, finally, you could add some moving averages to this chart. Trend moving average. Say you start with 50. No, let's start with 21. 20 or 21 is fine. 20, 21, anyone. Okay, let's do 20. Then you can also add the second one. Moving average. So change this one to 50, change this one to simple, change this one to black color. For me, you could choose your own color. So I think the price is good to go up, right? But like I said, you can wait for the price to return to 1.5486 area or 1.5470 area. So 1.5486 and 1.5470 area. Price return to those region, you can just place it back, instant execution. Otherwise, you can join now and continue to buy. So that's where I see Euro pound bullish. I'm on my bias on Euro. Sorry, Eurocard. My bias on Eurocard is buy. Simple as that. So let's go to comment section again and check. All right. So somebody is saying thank you, which is doing welcome. Ibrahim Ladina is asking, in some cases, when you set a stop loss, the price will hit your stop loss or even break it a bit and reverse the opposite direction. Yeah, we have seen that. So I'm asking, what analysis or calculation can we consider for setting stop loss? Good question. Now, let's look at this Eurocard, for example. This Eurocard. So what I know about price is that price is price is always fluctuating. I hope you are seeing my face. It should be seeing my face. The price is always undulating. It's like a wave, like a sine wave, okay, in physics. So it's always moving up and moving down. So as long as it's doing that, you should avoid areas where you feel price can touch, okay? And they can touch recent area. For example, I give you an example. So let's zoom in on this Eurocard. Zoom in a little bit. So at the point, price was around, I'm just going to use a small dot. At the point, price was around here. So if you buy around here now, if you buy, place a buy on this dot. So, or let me delete this one and use crossing. So at the point, price was here. Now, if you buy around here, before you know it, price dropped seriously to this level. And then begins to lift up again to this level, and then drop again to this level. Now, imagine that you bought around here where my cursor is now. And then you come around and put your stop loss around here. You come and put your stop loss maybe around this candle. I don't know. Maybe this area. I don't know what you want to think of that will make you put your stop loss around here. Okay. Before you know it, this price, we come back. Let me double click here and see if I can drag this one. Before you know it, the price we. Can I move with this kind of thing? This one. So before you know it, the price will just come around and hit your stop loss around here, which is not good. That's not the kind of thing you want to do. So let me delete this one. Don't delete it. If you are, let us say I buy now. And let me use my account for example. Let's say I click on new order. Okay, everybody pay attention. The question he asked is a valid question. He's asking if he place a trade, whether buy or sell, where best can he put a stop loss such that price will not hit it and reverse? Okay, because it happened a lot of time whereby you place a trade and you put stop loss, and before you know it, it's as if juju from Nigerians love juju. It's as if juju is from your village, and the juju is pushing the price to go and hit your stop loss. And once the price hits your stop loss, it will continue to go where you intend for the price to go. Maybe you place a buy, you expect that the price will go up, but you put stop loss and the price hit your stop loss and continue to go to that up. So it's as if juju from the village is saying, no, we have already, we have been following you. We don't want you to make money. Hit that stop loss, and then the price reverse, which is not true. There's no juju anywhere that is pushing anything. It's just you that don't know how to see the stop loss properly. Okay, if you set a stop loss, yes, price will hit it all. You cannot win 100% of the time. But I can tell you that there are ways you can set a stop loss. And if you are very good with trading, you zero your emotion, you will not shift it, and the price will really hit it. But of course, it will hit it once in a while. Let's test an example. So let's say since I believe in buy, let's say I bought now, new order, and then I buy. Now you can see my entry price. Now, if I must put stop loss, I'll first of all zoom out. That's one thing I will do. I'll look at possible areas where price may not get to in a hurry. So this price now, except there's a fundamental, okay, that is pushing the price to the downside, the price will not get to this arrow area, this lowest arrow, in a hurry. It will not get here in a hurry. At least it will not get here today. Right? It will not get here today. Maybe it will not even get here this week, except the price really wants to travel down. So this place that you see now, for example, this price at around this level, 15280, 1.5284, is a very strong support area that the price may not get to in a hurry. Now, if price will not get here within this week, but today is Monday, end of this month. Tuesday is April 1, Wednesday is April 2, Thursday is April 3, and Friday is April 4. So we are based on careful analysis now, price will not get here in the next 4 days. But what is the probability that the price will get to? Let me use horizontal line. I'm going to delete this one. We don't need it. And then I'm going to put take profit. Maybe take profit. Let's even say take profit is here. Okay, assumption. Now let's zoom in a little bit. So let's drag this one. What is the probability that the price will get to 1.55, which is this take profit? So I can just put TP so that I can see it. Everybody, I'm just gonna do TP. TP. Okay. Then I'm going to do this is TP, right? TP. And then this is SL. I'm going to put SL here. SL. SL. Okay. So what is the probability that price will get to TP before SL? That's the question I'm asking Abine now. For example, what is the probability that price will get to take profit before stop loss? Based on, price, like I said, price is on a sine wave move. It's always moving up and down. Even if you don't know how to trade, you must have been seeing that price is never stationary in one place. It doesn't move in one direction forever. It go up and go down. Even the gold that we said is pounding going up, it's still going down, still doing some drops. So it will continue to undulate. So what is the probability that the price will get to the TP that you're seeing on this screen before it get to SL? That's the question you should be asking yourself. So the probability that price will, based on what you are seeing on this chart, the probability that price will get to TP before SL is about maybe 8/10. 8/10. Now, if the opposite is true, what is the probability that price will get to SL before it gets to TP? Maybe it's about 2/10. Are you seeing it now? So there's nothing like juju here. If you do your trade and you do it like this, price will most likely favor you. Okay, because of course, like I said, price will do what it wants to do. It will continue to roam around. Let me even use the existing one. So if I maybe pick this one, this price now, like you see, it will continue to move and move and move. If you go down, it will go up. If you go down, it will go up. It will go down. Even if it's going down, it will go down to this level and still go up. So if your stop loss is not in any of this area, it will not hit your stop loss because your stop loss is far away. Okay, I'm not saying you should use this stop loss. I'm just saying that that's an ideal area where to put your stop loss such that the price will not get to your stop loss before you enter profit, and of course you can collect your profit and move on. I think that's simple enough. So for example, you will never put your stop loss in this area. If you put it, price will most likely hit it and then reverse. You put it in this area, it's still safe enough. This area is still safe enough, right? So those are the things. Now, I'm going to go to, let me go to, I think I've done all these ones, right? I've done all these ones. I've done all these ones. Okay, I've not done Euro USD. I'm going to go to, let me see the question that people are asking. Abile, hope you are okay with this. Please confirm to me, Israel Abile, that you understand what I just described so that I can move on. Sojifa Moroti, I think I've been able to answer. I think the same you are in the same category. I've been able to answer your query, right? So let's go to more. Somebody said I should look at crude oil, right? Let's look at crude oil and possibly wheat. I think it's the same person that asked that, and I made that request. So I'm going to go to oil now. Okay, so crude oil. Well, Nigeria economy, or be Nigeria government, is the government now that is in charge of crude oil or in charge of petrol? No, it's not government. I think the marketers in Nigeria, they have increased their fuel price. This morning, I still bought at 930 naira this morning. If I'm in the office, so I broke down because I branched at the petrol station. I was supposed to buy it last week for 860, but I don't know. I think when I got to that place, I met Q. I don't like Q. I just drove on. But this morning I saw it at 930. Brunch because as long as there's no queue, me I'll buy. I don't mind the price because I'm trading, I'm making money. So what I want to tell you is that I don't know, I don't want to relate the increase in fuel price in Nigeria to the chance that crude oil price will rise. But based on what I see, and of course I analyzed for you last week, I see that crude oil will just continue to push to the upside. Because if you look at it now, on the daily time frame, see that the price has really been struggling and wobbling for a while. So it could just be in a moment to push to the upside. All right. So if you can push now in this region, you can push and close above this black, then we can expect for the price will continue to push up. But if you push and close below this red, continue to go down. So let's have faith that the price of crude oil will continue to move to the upside. This is H4. What the H4 is suggesting is that the price of crude oil will continue to shift to the upside. So based on this H4 information alone, I would rather go ahead and be with the buyers, right? Based on what the H4 is saying. If I just click on new order and stick to the buy side, stick to the bright side of crude oil, right? That's the way I would do it. Okay, so my bias is to the buyers, not the sellers, all right, for the crude oil. My bias is with the buy, so not with the seller. Now that I've placed this buy, and of course I could use this as an example to look that asking me setting stop loss, setting stop loss. So normally on the rule of this particular strategy, the rule is if you are using this strategy, you cannot put your stop loss anywhere below, anywhere above your black line, because your black line is your lifeline, it's your support line. So you should not put stop loss above it. It should also always be below it. So definitely, I will not use this area as my stop loss. Hope you are seeing it now. I will never use this area as my stop loss because right now this area is above the black line. I cannot use it. So what else or where else can I use? Let's look at it. So I could use this low. Can you see this low? This particular one. I could use it. So it means that my stop loss could be here. It's allowed. Of course, I can also use this low. It means that my stop loss could also be here. Of course, I could also use this low. It means that my stop loss could also be here. So it's like staircase, right? Just I will not use the nearest staircase. So I think I can just use this, maybe this third one as my stop loss. Okay, so it means that 69.9 would be good enough for my stop loss. I can just use this one for my stop loss. This area is fine for my stop loss because my take profit could be anything, right? For It's up to me to choose my take profit. So it could be anything. So you could just use those regions as your stop loss and take profit. That's if you are a trade on crude oil, right? If you are a buy. I think that's what I can tell you on that one. I think it's 100% clear. Who has that question for me to look at crude oil? Adeyemi Olalekan. I think that does it for you, for every one of us. Thank you very much, Abile, for that understanding of that you understood what I just described. So let me look at, finally, let me look at wheat, and then we close. All right. So this person also said look at wheat. So it would have been all around. So we would have looked at currencies, commodities, indices, you know, diverse of instruments. So we close with wheat. Now, wheat price is doing what it's doing based on what it is doing now. It could just be on the path to the upside, right? There's this strategy I learned, I think, on Friday. To just share it. The strategy is simple. It says that if price has been going down and down and down and down, like it's been doing now, and then there is a shift in focus to the upside, then you can now, that before this move, before this apparent strong move, that is a candle that give an impulse, so, and to be this one, right? So we could just use a limit order around this level for us to see if it can give us money. So let's do a limit order between 523 and 521. So if you are on a trade around this region, you could just do buy limit in that region. So if the price comes for you, you can just pay money, but it has to be buy limit. It can't be sell limit, right? It can't be sell limit. So and then you can put your stop loss below the low. So I could just use 516 for my stop loss. 516 and below for my stop loss. 516. 516, right? Stop loss. So I could just use this level for my stop loss. Then my take profits could be anything I want. Remember, it's a limit order. I'm not on the trade yet. My take profits could be anything from 543, 543, 545. So that's what I would do for wheat, right? Of course, I've closed it. So what I'm saying is that wheat could go up, but I don't want to be on a buy yet. Okay, that's why I'm using a limit order below this area I'm showing you now is what ICT concept is teaching. We call it liquidity zone. Liquidity zone. It's a candle that formed before this strong bull move, right? So it's like a resting candle. You can see it. There's a Marubozu move that shows that price wants to go up. Then there's a rest. This black candle you see here. Okay, this black candle, this one. Okay, I can use an arrow to show you the candle. This one I'm going to put an arrow on. Okay, there's a liquidity hidden there, right? And then there's a strong move to the upside. So if the price return and get to that liquidity zone, it will just sweep off the whole buy order, because there are a lot of buy orders that will place here now, not just you. Okay, I'm speaking from the market side. Okay, a lot of market movers be waiting at this area for a buy. Of course, you should be part of them. Remember, you move with the eagles. If you can learn to sit at the wing of eagles, okay, because they can fly very high. So by the time they are moving and relaxing, you can just relax and move with the tide. So it will actually, it should be profitable for you if you can do that. Patience is key. So I'm going to be ending my analysis on this one. And of course, if you want a final note on this wheat, you could just use, like I always say, always use moving average to check what the price is doing. Always use moving average to check. Okay, and I'm going to just use the other one to check finally. Exponential on red. Just confirm what I'm doing. Okay, so you can see that the averages have not crossed. They have not crossed. So as long as they have not crossed, I cannot be on a buy. So therefore, that's why I'm on a buy limit, okay, of this one. And if you add Bollinger Band to this one, it should also tell you similar thing, all right? So it's not yet like a buy move, but okay, so the price has crossed that level. Well, so let's continue to wait for this one. Buy limit, I think buy limit is ideal, not to stand by. I'll stop there. So I'm going to go to comment section and read the last comment dropped. Nothing important. Okay, so I'm going to allow for you to say something to me, maybe one person, based on our analysis today. Somebody should just talk to me, maybe ask me personal questions. And then of course, I can answer. If you want to say something, you can raise up your hand. I see one hand. Olorun Kemi. Babs, speak to me. Or mute your mic. And of course, you can speak to me. Babs Olorun Kemi. Are you there? Babs Olorun Kemi Ada. She's not here. So, okay. So who else wants to talk? You like to talk to me, or you like to ask a question based on the analysis today, you can, wave a hand like this. See my hand. Wave your hand. Of course, I will allow you to unmute yourself and talk. Perhaps Olorun Kemi, I've asked you to unmute, but you have not unmuted yet. Just click on your microphone if you want to talk, so that it can allow for you to speak to us. But if there's nobody, then I'll wrap it up here. I appreciate all of us for today. Okay, so Adam Ubuchi, what's up? Speak now. Just unmute your mic and talk.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good to have you again.
Thank you.
Yeah, and this market sentiment is always confusing me. That is my challenge.
Hallelujah.
When your topic is take profits you are showing us this morning, for my mind, it looks like it's very, very far. If you don't have enough capital, you don't treat it that to wipe away our these things. And if you get to that stage.
Of course, that means you don't have to take the trade. So you do your analysis first of all. Before you take trade, there's also analysis. So on this, for example, on this crude oil now, before I took the trade, I did the analysis. I still have money in my account. So if I know that I don't have enough money that will take me to this level of 69.9, I will not take the trade. If I have 50,000, why would I take the trade? If I have 100,000, why would I be on the trade? If I have 200,000, what am I looking for? We already said it even in the seminar that if you want to start trading crude oil, you have like 300. So if I check crude oil and I know that it will affect me if I trade with 300,000, I will not trade it. I will look for something else, maybe Eurocard. Are you getting it now? So consider your account or you take trade.
Okay. Then one more thing, if you do top-down analysis from daily, 4 hours and 1 hour, 50 minutes, which time is the best time to enter market? Because I did something wrong on Friday. That thing is affecting me. It has really affected me. I look at the market on daily and 4 hour, and I enter market on 1 hour or 4 hour, thinking that you want to go back. And that thing keep on going down. This, I don't know. That's why I'll say as if the thing have a spirit. And once the thing is going against me, I'll keep on shifting my, what's it called, my stop loss. Shifting my stop loss. Then get to the point I will be able to like closing my market again, because I'll look at it, if I could lose all these things, maybe if I don't have enough, it will not wipe away my account. That's my challenge I've been having. So which time is the best hour minute to enter? 50 minutes or 1 hour to enter
1 hour.
market?
1 hour. If you are doing top-down analysis and you start with daily, then you stop at 4 hours. Sorry, you stop at 1 hour. If you are doing top-down analysis and you start with H4, then you stop at maybe 15 minutes.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, I thank everybody for being part of today's conversation. And I want to wish you all a very good week, very happy week, very green people week. Of course, I'll see you on the green side. Bye-bye.